Before we begin, I want to address the sound that you're probably hearing in the background. It's a fan, because it's really hot up here, so I apologize for that background noise, but it's really hot in here, so let's go right into the next song. Now what this song does is really introduce us to the character of Dickon. We met him briefly in the previous song, but this is really the song that lets us know what kind of a person Dickon is. Now Dickon, like his sister Martha, helps bring hope into this story. But the way that he introduces hope is different from the way that Martha introduces hope. Martha is a touch more whimsical. Her song adds more of a touch of whimsy, it's kind of bouncy, and it's telling a lot of stories. Dickon focuses more on the hope that you can see just in nature. Because that's what Dickon is. Dickon is the nature individual of this story. He embodies nature in many ways, both in the musical and in the original book. And this song reflects that. Dickon sings about the changes that happens between the season of winter and the season of spring. Because remember, when this musical starts, it's at the very tail end of winter, which is why it's so cold and dreary, not just because Mary thinks it is. But now we've reached the point where winter is slowly melting into spring. And that's what this entire song is about. Dickon is noticing all of these changes as the world is slowly melting into spring, and he's reveling in it. And you can almost believe that it's Dickon himself who is causing this change. For one thing, Ben even mentions that he's conjuring before this song starts. And also, this song just sounds magical. It sounds like something mystical is happening as Dickon is singing this song, and in some ways that's not untrue. I mean, the changing of the seasons is kind of a magical time, especially when it goes from winter to spring, when the dead earth becomes live again. It just so happens that Dickon is the perfect individual to help usher us into this. So, that's it for this week's song. Tune in next week for next week's song. See you then!
I say
Dickon sings about all of the changes. Dickon sings about all the changes that happen when the world. Dickon sings about all the changes that happens when the world shifts from being. Dickon sings about all the change. I'm done. Okay, just kidding. Sorry, I told you it was hot in here. Wasn't even kidding. It's messing up my concentration.